So we're going to do scenario 4, Blood and Plunder. So basically what's happening is there's two merchantmen. There's three merchantmen.
There is three.
Each loaded with 3 lots of goodies.
Right.
Who've got to get from that side of the table to that side of the table. So there's 3 merchantmen, they've got to get across the table and out the way. 2 bands of brigs with 3 privateers on each. Now my crews are inexperienced, which is quite limiting in terms of their shooting and also if they get boarded, but they are a lot bigger than you and do actually have bigger guns than you. But they're slow, very slow. They only move 3 instead of your 5. Okay. There's also a special rule that if you're private, so normally when you try and grapple an enemy ship, you get within 3 inches and you have to roll a skill roll to make contact. So for you it's 5s and 6s because you're regular, but pirates trying to grapple merchantmen get +2. So it's a lot easier for you to grapple. There's also a better chance in hand-to-hand if you do successfully do it.
Have I got any muskets?
You do?
Oh.
You have muskets as well. So the game lasts 8 turns or until 4 loot tokens have been removed from the table. So basically your objective is to get loot tokens and get off the table with them. Simple as. The wind's coming down the table, so I have the wind at the moment. And you guys obviously are side on, which means the maximum at the moment you can do is battle sails, and you're coming on in battle sail.
If I come on like that,
then you actually go down to light sail because you're almost heading into the wind.
no.
So merchantman ahoy. So these 2 can go first, then that one. So I need thank you sir. So mine are at, what sail are they at? Oh, they've got full sail. So they're at full sail at the moment. So I'm going to do 3. And then I'm going to do another 3. And funny enough, I'm going to do another 3. Actually, I'm doing the wrong ship, but never mind. So 3, 3, 3. Right. Very exciting move from the merchantman. There we go. So next up, it looks to me that it's Neil's first brig and then his second brig. No, first brig and then your first brig.
So that can only go 5.
So at the moment, because you're sort of heading into the wind, you can only go 5.
It goes up to there, and then I can turn.
You can. Okay.
Okay.
Ooh, it's gone whizzing across. Okay.
Can they shoot?
It looks to me like you're not quite in the arc there.
Okay. Oh, it's got to be straight.
It's got to be straight ahead. So no, not at the moment.
Okay.
So Neil, your next ship. So that can do battle sail.
Oh, I'm going to get full sail on that one, I think.
You can't at the moment. No.
So go to there. Another 5. And am I bearing or not?
Looks like
It's long range, isn't it?
it's going to be, I wouldn't. Yeah, it's probably not worth your even trying to
do
find
that.
No. Okay. Next ship will be the other Alec, your other brig over there, I think.
That's on light.
Then I'll do a little turn.
That's the turny thing. That's what we could do with 2 of the turny things, really. Always turning the other way. Okay.
Yeah, well, you're going to be coming up that way.
True.
Battle sail.
Well done. And then it's probably back to you, Neil.
Well, I'm going to go full sail.
Yeah.
So I'll ask you the question in a minute. So I go full sail once.
Yeah.
I go full sail twice.
Yeah.
And now I want to turn.
Now you can turn there, but you won't be able to turn at the end of the third one.
I turn. So do I still get my battle sail move?
Yes, you do.
Now I've moved into a different...
Precisely.
Okay.
Yeah, it's what you start the turn in that counts. In terms of the orientation of the wind.
There we go.
Okay, so that... Oh, and your last one, sorry, Alec.
These on full battle sail. These on battle sail.
Put some markers out probably to say when we've activated ships. The turny thing. Wow. Okay. Can you gentlemen throw 2d6? I don't know where the other one's gone.
There's one hiding there.
Oh, it is there.
There's, well, 7.
7. So no wind change for this turn. We use these to mark the fact we've actually moved our ships, because otherwise it gets a bit complicated otherwise. So, next order of sequence will be merchant, 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 then Neil's ship here. Then it will be this one, then that one, da 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 da, and then Neil's the final one. Okay. What should we do? Have the turny thing if you've got it at hand. Thank you. Now also I turn narrow as well. Not only am I slower, but I turn on the yellow. So I think I'm going to... No, I'm going to keep going at full sail, I think. That's 1, 2, three. And then I think I'll have a fire there.
Yep.
For the sake of trying to keep these dastardly. So it's beyond 6. So Merchantman has 2 heavy and 2 light guns on each broadside. My house rule is that they can't benefit from the initial broadside because they're merchantmen, right? They're not.
Yeah.
So they're 5s to hit. I'm not, thank you. The target is within 10 inches, there's no negative, but we're not at point blank. I'm inexperienced, so that brings me down to 3. I'm on full sail, which brings me down to 1. And you're a tiny target, so I can't actually hit you.
So there's no default minimum there?
Nope. If it goes below 0, if it goes to 0, there's no hit. So I can't actually hit you, so that's a wasted shot, which is a bit of a bum. So the next ship along.
I'm sure you won't waste your shots when you get to Alex.
I won't now, I know they're right now. That's 1. I think what I'm going to do with this fellow though is turn him slightly. Try to anyway. To that. To there. And then the last guy. We didn't do that in the first one because they're just keeping it simple. I think I'm going to do 6 straight forward. I'm going to do the long knot. Let's keep going. So this time I'm a bit closer still there. Not quite point blank, so it's not going to make any difference, is it, for the shooting? So there's no point in me firing. So that is all the merchantmen done.
So you've got the same.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to be the same chance because I'm going full speed with full sail. Takes 2 off. Because I'm inexperienced, takes another 2 off, and because you're a tiny target, takes another 2 off. So I've got very little chance of hitting you unless I slow down or. So first brig here is the first activation.
That's still.
So now you're still able to. Yeah.
If I turn, can I speed up this turn or not? I can't turn at the beginning, can I?
No, you can't. So you would have to. Yeah, because you're not actually able to go to anything other than light sail. You have to stay at light sail until you can manage to turn it slightly.
Forward. Are we going to fire?
Now you could turn, yeah. But if he does, then he won't be able to fire this go.
If he does, he won't be able to fire.
Because it looks like he'll turn out of arc, I should imagine.
Yeah, but if I turn the other way, I'll be.
And if you do, then you could turn a little bit. Yeah, that's it.
Oh no, I'll be.
Trouble is now that you've got more chance of
Oh, can I board him now?
You can try and board him.
I'm going to try and board him.
So why didn't you change to come over here and fire down the stern?
Because he'd run out of moves, so he couldn't move any further because he could only do light sail.
I can do that.
So
I'm going to try and board you.
Okay. So you need to do a skill test, but you get +2 because you're a privateer trying to board a merchantman. So you're needing 4, 5, or a 6. No, 3, 4, 5, or 6. A 1 is nothing, so you fail to board.
Right.
Actually, you can't board anyways. I'm on full sail. Don't know. Can't. Sorry, forgot about that. You're going to have to try and slow me down by knocking me down somehow. Next ship along is this. So mark that to say he's moved. The next brig along.
So you're still moving only at 1?
So at the moment he can only go light sail.
So can I move there and shoot with one broadside?
Yep.
And then move further and shoot with the other?
You can indeed.
So we're going to go down to light sail.
Well, you are already because you have to because of the wind direction.
Oh, okay.
So
we're going to go.
So basically, you get 5-inch move.
We're going to go shoot when we got a raking shot.
Okay. Yeah. It's not really a raking shot, but it's a point-blank range shot. That's for sure.
We'll shoot with those.
Okay, so you're firing your left-hand broadside.
Right-hand broadside.
Right-hand broadside. How many guns you got? Two heavies. You can fire with your initial broadside if you like from that side. Which gives you a light cannon, which even though you don't have one, which is a bit of an oddity. Yeah. So you're needing 5s to hit.
Point blank.
Point blank gives you +2, so that's 7s. Your regular, I didn't move more than 10, even though I'm at full sail. I'm a large target, so that's +1, so that's 8s. You're firing the middle of your move, so that counts 2 off. So you're down to 6s.
So if I want to shoot at your rigging,
then it's down to 4s.
Don't need to do that yet. I'm just going to shoot as normally.
Okay. What's that? Just 1 light hit, so it's just 1 point of damage. That's all. It wasn't the best shot. Oh, do you want to fire your muskets as well? So roll a d6. If you can do 5 or 6, no. Okay, so continue the rest of your move.
Another 2. And then we're going to turn.
You're going to turn there, okay.
And we'll do another raking shot. Can we do a raking shot and then try and board you?
Yep. I think I'm going to give you a rake there because that one is right up the jacksy, isn't it? I think. So right, before you won't get as many. You'll only get two dice because you use your initial broadside on the other flank. So you're needing same again as. Are you firing at the rigging or at the hull?
I'll fire at the rigging this time.
Okay, so it's going to be 5, point blank 7, large target 8. Back to 6 because you're aiming higher. Ooh, critical hit. So that's 2 points of damage, which is tripled because it's up the rear.
So that's 6.
Point blank. So that's 6 points of damage on the middle. So that pushes me down to 38. And you've got a critical hit on the rigging. So roll a d6.
Do I need high or low?
High is better.
5.
5 is pretty good. There's a fire on board.
Oh.
So you've set fire to the merchantman.
We didn't want that, did we?
Oh. Okay. Oh, bugger. Okay. You've set him on fire. So, yeah, if you've got a 6, there's a mast hit and there's a chance of doing lots of damage. So you have set fire to me. I now need to... I'm a large ship, so I get an extra d10's worth of damage. 7 more damage.
This is simpler.
So 7 points of damage from the fire, and each turn I have to try and put the fire out.
Now, can I try and board you?
So now you can try and board. Roll D. That's successful. So you successfully board. So we move you to contact with me there. Now we do a boarding action. And I need to remember how you play it. Just 1 second. So how much crew have you got? How much hull points have you got? 20?
20.
So you get 2 dice basically.
Right. 2 dice.
Normally a regular crew would need 5s and 6s to kill.
Right.
But you get...
This is
no,
on,
hang on, you get an extra 2 dice because you're a pirate. So you get 4 dice.
on 1 to 10 dice.
Yeah. Yeah. So you're needing 5 or less
To hit.
but you get +1 because you're the one effectively charging into contact.
Right.
So it's 6 or less to get a hit.
Right. I roll
Right?
first.
And you roll first. So you got
2 hits.
2 hits, which is worth 4 points of damage to me. Yeah. There's that shit there. So I'm now down to 27 points. I did start above that, so I get 3 dice to fight back. But I'm an inexperienced crew, so I need 4s.
You get,
I got 1 hit, so it's 2.
And you got 4.
Oh, 2. So I got 2 hits, so 4 points of damage on you.
4 points of damage.
So you did 6 on me, didn't you? So you win that melee.
So the points on the ship is a combination of crew
Exactly.
and...
That's the simplest way it works it through. So I now have to pass a skill test or surrender. Which I fail, so I surrender. So you've captured me.
Right.
Technically you shouldn't be able to actually, I'm still at full sail, but never mind, don't worry. We won't worry about minor things like that, I just realised that.
Oh, I wasn't supposed to be able to board you.
No, but I am on fire, so this turn you take 1 of the goodies off me.
Yeah.
Oh right, we'll worry about that in a minute, I can't get it out, but anyway.
So you're saying you shouldn't be able to do that because you're going full sail?
Yeah, but it's a bit silly. The trouble is otherwise I just keep going, it's full sail and you can't board
They
me.
slow you up.
The only way is to try and, if you get enough damage, eventually they can't use the full sail anymore. Because the hull points is a combination of crew and hull.
Well, because these are slow moving, perhaps it should be you can't board anything if it's going at 10 inches or more.
Yeah, maybe that's the simplest thing. Yeah, that would be simpler. Okay, so so basically that merchantman has been captured. So that ship moved.
Yeah.
So the next is your brig over there, Alec.
I was going to shoot him.
Yeah, you could do. Yeah.
So I've got to go forward 5 anyway.
So you got to go forward 5.
You
Yeah.
can't shoot to begin with straight away.
No, well, you could do, but it'd be at -2.
You go straight forward, Alec. Keep going.
I'm going to turn, otherwise I'll hit it. Well, could I
No,
board him as well? I don't need
Yeah,
it.
you can board him if you want as well.
Could I?
Why? It's already surrendered.
Actually, he has already surrendered, but yeah. There's nothing in the rules to say you can't, and
Well, no,
and then you could get one of the treasures. He'll probably get two, but you get one of them.
I'll turn slightly and continue my move.
Yeah.
And then, can I fire there?
Yes, you can.
That's what I'm doing. So I've only done another 3 inches of my move, and I've got another
Okay,
2
so it's going to be as
go.
far as you bear. So you're within. So with your effective range, basically.
Yeah.
So you get your 2 heavy guns.
Yeah.
If you want to fire your initial broadside, you get an extra light.
First game.
You're needing 5s. I'm a large target, which makes it 6. Let's work down.
You're full sales, aren't you?
Yeah, but that's only for me shooting. It's not for you.
Oh, I see.
So you're basically needing 6 at the moment.
Yeah.
If you want to fire high to try and shoot my rigging, it just goes down to 4.
I'll try that.
Okay.
4s.
4s.
2 hits.
2 hits. So that's 2 and 1 is 3 points. You get an extra 1 because you're hitting me down the raking shot from the front. So each dice gets an extra 1.
Right.
So it's 3, 4, 5 basically damage on that merchantman, who is now down to.
Why would I shoot high though? Why? 'Cause-
What you're trying to do is get a critical hit.
Oh, so it's only a crit. If I got a critical,
Yeah.
it would have been quite serious for you.
Critical has, there's more chances on a critical of doing rigging damage, and then that can slow the ships down. So continue your move.
Is that one?
Okay, so that's that ship finished. Let's
Now this
mark
one
in.
can only go 5 anyway, can't
Yeah, because he's sort of coming into the wind, so you can only do 5.
it? I can only go straight ahead.
We could turn first, can't we?
No, because he's not directly into the wind. He's so he can move, but then he can turn from there if he wanted to.
So I could then turn. Yeah, I mean, do you get an amount you can do? I mean, I'm not. As long as I don't hit it.
Well, I'm not moving anymore because I've been captured. So
Of course. So in fact, I could do that.
because he grappled me, so we're both stationary now.
So that's that move.
That's that move.
No point
Okay.
in firing on you because you're.
No.
And that one?
So the next one is the far brig. That little fella.
I've got to do one move anyway. Then I'm going to turn.
Okay. Yeah. He's running off the table himself. Look.
But I can turn again.
Yeah, you can.
Basically, come around and get this one.
Come around and get that fella. Yeah.
In a ship, turn.
No, it's quite difficult to get the turns right.
Because I'm going like that, I've only got.
So now you've
2.
got, yeah, you can do battle speed because you've got the wind coming off you
I'm going to go
one side or the other.
Oops.
straight ahead.
Okay.
Then
Return.
ahead again.
There we go.
That's us.
And that's the end of the turn. So with dice for the wind for the next turn. 7, no change to the wind. So that's turn 3, isn't it, I think?
Yeah.
So sequence of play will probably be this little brig here, followed by that merchantman, followed by that merchantman, followed by your brig, So we'll work down.
So I'm at light sail. I can only go forward.
You can only go forward.
So I'm going to go forward and try and board.
Okay. So needing 5 or 6 plus 2 because you're a
One
pirate.
dice.
1 dice. No, failed to board.
Well, do you collide there then? Because obviously.
Or do I just sneak by?
So
Straight
basically,
by.
if it looks like we now would need to do skill tests. If one of us passes a skill test, they miss each other.
Okay.
If one of us fails, they hit each other.
No, both of you fail.
If both of us, I thought it was just. Oh yeah, it's if both of us fell. So he's passed any. No, because you're regular. So no, you haven't. Ah, but I passed. which is disappointing.
So that presumably then means
So you just scoot past it.
I can't be about like that.
Yeah, you're right. It's both fail, isn't
past,
it?
Can I shoot you as I go past? Or do I get to shoot at you?
You can. You can do a passing shot as you go past.
Yeah.
There we go. Which could be rather nasty.
Is that their
So
first,
I think that's their first broadside, isn't it? So you're needing 5s. It's point blank range. So hang on, let's work down. So point blank range gives you +2, so that's 7s. On a large target is 8s. If you choose to aim high, you're down to 6. Oh, a passing shot is 6. Sorry.
Oh no, I'll just shoot.
So 6 is firing the hull. It's 2 hits. So 1 heavy hit, which is 2 points. 1 light hit, which is 3. Doubled because you're firing. Actually, it's tripled because you're firing a stern rake in point blank range. So 9 points of damage to this poor old thing here, who's now down to 29 points. So that's your fella there.
So there's no morale impact on other ships of them seeing one strike its colour?
No, none at all. So next one up is going to be this merchantman.
He's going to plough straight through, isn't he?
Now he's just going to have to go, isn't he? Run and run and run. So let's do 6 straight forward to start with. 3.
Oh, you're going to shoot?
I'm going to have to, really, aren't I?
Wise.
Well, that's true. I've got a double rake there, haven't I?
Yeah.
I'd forgotten that. Okay, let's see whether the merchantman can do any damage, shall we? So he is 2 heavies and 2 light guns, basically. Start with the bottom rake here. So it is
Stern is the
word, yes. 5. Its point blank range is 7. I'm inexperienced, which is back down to 5. You're a tiny target. No, you're a small target, which is 4s. That's it. Because I'm now firing in my move, so I'm all right. 4s to hit. Oh, it's a critical with one of them. So that was 2 points of damage, 3 points of damage.
9 points?
9 points of damage on that brig.
9.
Yeah. And a critical hit as well, which is a 5. So that's extra damage, I'm afraid. It's a superstructure hit, which does another 3 damage. Ouch.
So I'm down to 8.
Down to 8. So not quite a strike. 1 more to strike you. Then I'm going to fire the other battery, the other side, firing at the other ship, which is another rake, but from the front side it isn't as effective. So it's going to be the same dice as last time, which was 4s, wasn't it? 5, point blank, 6, 7, experience back to 5, small target, 4s. Yeah. Hang on, I rolled too many. I rolled the wrong dice because that should be 2. Do that again. Same effect. So 2 hits, 1 of each colour. So 2 hits, 3 hits, and then +1 for the raking shot.
9.
5 hits. It's not. Oh, it's doubled. Hang on, you're quite right. So it's 2, 3. Doubled is 6. 7, 8 hits. 8 points of damage on that one. Damage gets much more nasty when it's up close, and that's my move with that ship. So he's now down to battle sail.
Did you do the making your forward move a bit more?
I've done everything I can move. Yeah. So that's that ship and that ship. So it's now that other merchantman here was the next one to move, I think. So we'll do. I don't think I can go full sail anymore, so I'm on battle sail. So I do, because the wind's, I suppose it is sort of coming up my rear. Yeah, it probably is. So I go 3, and I'm going to do a turn. Oops. There. Another 3. I'm going to try and turn again. Oops, to there. Alright. So I might as well have a blast at that one. Is that his ship or your ship?
That's his.
Oh, it is. Okay. I need to put some little identification markers on the ship.
You could fire there as well, couldn't you?
Yeah, I suppose I could, yeah. Yeah, might as well, I suppose. I don't know whether I hit here because I'm going full sail. I might be out because I'm inexperienced. So firing there, I'm going to fire my 4 guns. It's 5 to hit. It's the same as the other one, really. It's point blank, which is 7. Inexperienced back down to 5. Small target down to 4s. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. I know. Sod's law, isn't it? So firing against your ship this side. So it's going to be 2 off that because it's yeah. So it's 2s basically, isn't it? Nothing either. So both batteries fired, missed.
Is that shooting at me?
I fired one at there and one at there, and both missed. So the next ship along is the brig that's stuck in melee. So
do we melee again?
No, because you've already captured the ship. So what
I just want to move another bit of treasure.
Yeah, basically,
so
I
I've got
think
2 treasures.
I think you could probably say because you've captured the ship, you can take all the remaining treasure on this go. So all your treasure on the ship.
What about the fire? Do you have to dice?
Yes, I need to dice for that. See whether it sinks while we're doing it. So need a skill check, which I fail. So it is another D10's worth of damage. 4.
I've been brought up.
So we've this one's moved, this one's moved, this one's moved, that brig's moved, this one's moved. So it's the next one along is that one there.
Well, I'm going to hit you, so I can try and grapple you.
So you're going to try and grapple?
I'll miss you on water and going straight to
Yeah, might as well grapple. So roll your D6. No, you fail.
So do I hit you then?
So now we'll need to do another skill test to see whether we hit each other. So roll your D6 again. I failed mine, you failed yours, so we do hit each other.
Yes.
However, this is a collision rather than a boarding action. So that does damage to both ships. So, a small ship hitting a large ship suffers 4 damage.
Yes, I see that.
A large ship hitting a small ship does 10 damage. So you suffer 10, I suffer 4.
Whoa. A small ship hitting a large ship suffers 4.
Yeah, it's the other. So basically, if you say I'm the one on the left.
Oh, so I lose 10.
10. You thump into the side, suffer 10 damage. I suffer 4 damage. That's not a good thing. And we are entangled now, which means we both drop to stationary.
Yes.
And next turn, you have a much stronger chance of boarding me.
I'm down to 2 at the moment.
Down to 2, are you?
Does that matter?
It does. You will need to do a skill test now to try and not surrender.
Can he not try and board you?
He already did, and he failed. That's why he slammed into me. He tried to board me, didn't, and ran in straight into me.
What do I need? High or low?
High, you need high. You pass, so you don't.
So I haven't surrendered.
So you haven't surrendered. So you can fire from there.
What,
if you want to.
I'm attached to you?
Even though you're attached. Yeah.
I will then.
Might as well. Point blank range shot. You've already fired your initial broadside there, haven't you? I think with that guy.
Yes.
2. So you get 2 heavy dice. It's basically 5.
No, he hasn't fired yet. The front one fired. The second one
Okay, fine. You get that bonus dice. It's 5s to hit. Point blank range is 7s. Large target 8s to hit. critical and 2 other hits as well. So that's 2, 4, 5, doubled because it's point blank range, 10 points of damage to the merchantman. It's this one here. He's down to 13. We'll have to do a morale check to see whether he strikes his colours, so you might get him anyway.
That'd be good. I'll be happy with that.
And a critical hit. You want to roll the critical dice? Roll the d6. 5. That's extra structural damage to me. Does another 3 on top. So they're down to 10 points of damage. He's left. So I need to do a morale check basically, needing 6. So I failed. So I strike my colours and surrender to you.
But he can't board you yet.
Well, effectively he can now at his leisure, so because I won't be trying to stop him, because I basically said I've given up. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So that ship has now surrendered. That one's been captured. There's only one frigate, one merchantman still active.
Okay.
So the next ship along is going to be this one here.
Can you move me 5-0 and then do a turn and move me another 5?
Where did you want to move? Turn.
Yeah.
Which way do you want to turn?
Probably want to turn, yeah,
Into the wind?
southwards, I would say.
Go with the wind, yeah. Do another 5. And then do another turn as well. So at least I'm coming back in the right direction.
There we go.
Yeah.
So 2 merchantmen are down. There's only one left. Who's going to get the other one?
Got that one.
So the next ship along is going to be. Is the one over there?
Battle sails. So
Yeah.
I've got to go 5 before I can. I'm going into the wind, aren't I? If I go there.
If you turn completely, you will go into the wind, and that will stop you.
And then how do I get started again?
You're only on light sail.
You would have to do the next turn. You'd have to use it just purely to turn, and then you could start moving it. Yes, you can.
So fire first, then move, yeah?
Yep, right, I fire first.
Fire first. Okay. So it's your 2 medium dice, 2 heavy dice. You're needing 5s, point blank range, 6, 7, large target 8.
Absolutely on it.
2 hits. That's 4 points of damage. Doubled is 8 points of damage. Which is actually the first bit of damage that ship's taken. Now you do moves.
So I go 5.
That's it, is it?
I can turn.
Yeah, you turn. Oh, you go that way.
If I go that way, I end up stationary.
You can't do
Or you're going to run off the table though.
You were facing that way and move once, doesn't it?
What speed sails were you doing?
Battle.
So you could do.
If you facing
If you face into the wind, you can't. That would stop you basically there.
Instantly, or
Instantly.
even though I've only moved.
Yeah.
So it's the exception to.
It's the only one that does it.
Okay, so it's handbrake turn. I can do that. Turn. Because I'm doing battle, I can do 2 turns.
what I'm saying there is I thought you were on, because you're going against the wind, you can only move once, you're on light sail, and that is it, isn't it?
Yes. Yes, that's you're dead right. Yes, you're right, Alec.
So you
could only do 1 lot of 5 on 1 turn, and that would be your lot.
Right, so they're
Yeah,
like
you're
that.
quite right.
So they're like that. Okay.
So you fired already, so that's your turn for that ship.
That way's got
do 5.
The other one is the other brig over there.
You're still on light, are
Yeah,
you?
it's got to go 5 anyway. I'm still on
So on battle sails, are you?
sails,
Now,
yeah.
do you want to
Then
turn?
once.
Which way?
Yeah, that way.
That's it.
Then do another move. Turn again. Can I shoot? They're like too far away, aren't they?
I think you're out of arc as well, to be absolutely honest. Alright, so that is the end of that turn. There's not much left of the merchant fleet. So a dice for weather. 9, no change there. So we carry on. So, next turn will be this brig first, followed by that brig, followed by your brig there. And then it's probably the far brig, then the merchantman, that brig, then that brig. That's the sequence of play.
So I'm on light sail. So So I can go 5. Oh,
Yeah.
I can accelerate the battle or not? No, I don't want.
Yeah, you could do in that position if you wanted to.
Yeah, I'll accelerate the battle.
Okay, moving to battle zone.
If you go too fast, if you go slow, you go too
We're all trying to get the last merchantman.
And I think we're just out of arc, aren't
It
we?
looks like you're out of arc there, yeah. So no joy that one. So the next one is this brig here.
Well, we're going to take our treasure.
So you can only go to light sail because you've been stationary. You can only go up one class of sail a turn. So you can start from anchored up to
light.
up to light.
You go slow.
It's going to be there. Around treasure.
And you got the goodies.
We've got some goodies. I'll stick them on.
Stick them on the yeah. It's probably easier. Put it on your card.
Station.
So if you move 3 times, you can
Yes, he's on light.
Yeah. So that's that. So I'll just dice to see whether the merchantman burns down to the ground. It takes another D10's worth of damage. So 3 more, which is this. No, it's this one. This one. Goes down to 25.
If you're going to move 1.
So that's all. The merchantman's still burning. Technically, you should spread the flames to other ships. We'll do that. That's another additional rule we'll worry about. So when a ship's on fire, anything within 3 inches of it can also catch fire. But we'll play that as another game because we didn't start playing that rule. So that's failed to put his wind out. Those 2 have moved. This merchant's been surrendered, so it doesn't do it. Oh, you hit it, didn't you? So yeah, you're entangled there. So yes, you will need to. You don't need to do any dice for it. We'll just assume that you've boarded this turn, taken the goodies off. That's your finished your turn.
So then it's
going to be the far brig over there to move.
Supposed to be treasure. Supposed to be a pirate and tulip pirate. Could be.
He's got his pirates out.
So because I'm pointing into the wind, all I can do is
Just turn. That's all you can do.
Attacking, that's how you turn.
Yeah.
And I can now
That's
shoot.
basically what he's doing.
I can now shoot.
He's tacking. Yeah.
You are good.
And then you can't move now because you.
Yeah, but I can shoot.
Yeah, but you're out of arc, I think, aren't you? You're not?
Very good.
Yeah.
when you turn, so you can still fire.
Plus you could fire before you turn, to be honest. Yeah, you could.
Before I turn.
You do get a -2 for it. That's 1 hit of 2 points.
Why is that? Smell of chips.
Which is down to 4.
Well, that's the way it is, I'm afraid, till March.
Okay, next one along will be the merchantman,
Yes,
who's still just about active.
it is.
Just about.
Steaming along as fast as he can.
So, unsurprisingly, he's trying to get back into full sail again.
Didn't have to twist it very hard, did I?
He's going full sail as quick as he can out of dodge.
I'm alright.
3, 6,
Oh, that's good, isn't it?
9. That's slow. These things move 5 each thing. And no. Well, we know I'm never going to be able to hit them at that range, so no. So that's that merchantman done. Next ship will be this brig over here.
Can you move me?
What speed are you doing?
Move, turn, yeah?
Are you going up to full speed?
Do move first.
Or are you going up to full sail?
Got to move first before you turn.
Yeah, you do. But are you staying at battle sail or are you changing? Not that it matters, really. Yeah.
You're staying at battle, are you?
It's more effective shooting at battle.
I didn't want to drop the table.
And then turn again?
Probably don't need to. Go and say so.
Right. That's it.
And you can probably have a shot there, I would say. Do you reckon? No? Alright. If you gents say no, then I will agree with you.
And then
So it's the far brig over there, that's the last one.
Could I fired at any point?
You could?
So yeah, I will have a shoot.
Okay, so you fire as you came here.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a long old range. So it's outside of effective range. So your 5s over 10 inches is -2, so it's down to 3. I'm a larger vehicle, large ship, which brings it up to 4s again. 4s to hit with two heavy dice.
One hit.
It's 1 hit, so it's 2 points of damage. Down to 34. So the far brig over there, that's the last one remaining to move this turn.
He's got to do 5 inches. He's going to turn. Now, oh no, actually,
You might want to fire now before
against
you...
the wind I can only do 1 move.
That's true. Well spotted, sir.
But I can fire.
And I think you can... Yeah, I think you can have a shot there. I think so.
I think so.
Is it beyond 10 inches by any chance?
Beyond 10?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Okay, good. So, effective range. 2 heavy guns.
2 heavy guns. Just double check that. I don't want to be that well in.
So you're needing 5, large target 6. 6 is to hit. 1 hit. 2 points of damage. So I'm down to 30 points. Halfway. So that's the end of this turn.
He might get away.
Might do, if I'm lucky. I'm now at full sail, so whether... Oh, 3. That might change something. That might mean exactly what I didn't need. Change of direction. Yeah, the wind changes direction. So it moves 1 rose clockwise. So it should be there. So clockwise is there. So now the wind is going that way. So how does that change things? So it's now...
but they're now trying to go into the wind, so they can't.
So basically it's going to be this burnt down ship first, then that one, then it's probably that one, then it's... That one's irrelevant because it's out of the game. It's that one, and that one, that one, yeah, and that one. However, as you say, the wind is now going that means, so that means now that is dead stopped.
So we can do
Because it's going straight into the wind. This one has now got the wind up, it's Jaxie, so it's at maximum potential speed if it wanted to. Oops. Doesn't really affect that one particularly. So yeah, it's basically just put a spanner in the works for that one. That one's got effective wind over there too. So the first ship of the fleet, I think, is probably going to be this merchantman. See whether it burns down. No, another 10 points of damage. 6. It's down to 4. It's virtually a burnt out Hulk. So if you're playing the full rules, that would be a real liability in the middle of the table. Everything would have to keep away from it or they'd set fire. So that's that finished. This is the next one.
Oh, that's another problem.
So now you could actually end up running into your own ship there. In fact, I think you're definitely going to. So you're going to need to do a skill test to avoid ramming your own ship. So, the way it works as we did before, you take a skill test for each ship.
Right, so for the one going that way?
Yeah. So he fails.
What do I need?
5s and 6s.
No. And the other one? No.
So they both fail, which means they collide. So, 2 small ships hitting each other do 8 points of damage to each other. Yeah.
So this one goes from 20 to 14. And that one, how many points?
8.
Ah, that goes down to 8.
So that one will now need to do a skill test.
No, 7. Is it?
Oh, is it 7? Okay, so you're okay. Okay. And it also means they both grind to a halt.
Yeah.
So they're both now at anchor, effectively.
Yeah. Right, that's that then.
So that's that. So the next ship along is probably this merchantman, but it's out of the game.
Yes.
So I think the next one will be your brig there that's just been rammed.
Can it move?
It can go up to light speed to try and get away from its friend.
Turn.
Next one along will be Alex one here, who's now got all the treasure, haven't you? So now you can just move normally, I think, because you've had a
Capture the
turn.
ship as well.
He basically, last turn he boarded it, took all the treasure off it because it had surrendered. So now you can just move.
Now I just carry on.
Exactly. You can do basically a light sail move. Let's take that one out of the way for the minute.
Pop it back.
So put that on your
Shoot at him as I go by.
Okay.
No.
Shoot at this one.
So
Can you turn him now a little bit as well? This way.
that's it. Is it within 10? Yep, well and truly in 10. So you get your 2 heavy guns, needing 5s, large target 6, 6 is hit, missed with both shots. So that's that ship finished. Now it's going to be the other brig over there.
Straight in.
So now that is becalmed
So
by
all
the
it
wind.
can do is turn.
Exactly. That's it. Outside of arc. So now it's going to be that one over there, I think. It's the next brig over here.
You've got to go forward one anyway now.
Yeah.
Then turn again. Then do another move. Now I can fire one in there.
Yeah, I think you can. So you've got 2 heavy cannons. It's going to be 6, 5, large target 6. We do this every time, I still can't remember it. 6. 6 is to hit, isn't it? If you want to fight the rigging, it's 4s. 6 is to hit then.
One hit.
1 hit, so it's 2 more points of damage. Slowly working it down.
Slowly.
Oh, hang on. No, wrong one. Sorry, I did that was the wrong one. Stop that for a minute. I'm going to have to strike. It's down to 28. You're only whistling it away. You're not really taking chunks out of it yet. And that brig over there is your last man.
That's my last brig. So I'll do 5 inches.
Yeah.
Turn.
Turn circle.
At which point I'll fire at you,
Okay.
and then I'm going to hit that boat, aren't I?
Probably. So you might, well, it's your choice whether you do that or you don't turn as much. You're going to take your chances, are you?
No, actually I'm not sure I can, because I'll probably sink. Oh no, that's the one that's not taking any damage. We'll go for it.
Okay, so you're going to it. So we'll do the shooting first. So you get 2 shots. You're going to be needing 6s probably. Oh, 2 1s. Ow!
Is 1 good?
Yeah. You'll be good at this game. No, not at all actually.
Depends if I use the dice tower.
Roll your 2d6.
Never lets me down.
2d6.
Let's see what you do. You want as high as possible. 2. You only count 1 when it's a critical. Extra structural damage. Another 2 points of damage. It's a shame really, you could have done with more there. He's down to 22 damage.
Okay.
Not far off being so you're now striking. Whose ship is the other one? So you both roll a skill test. As long as one of you pass it, you miss each other.
5.
He passes. So you're lucky you don't hit him. So place your ship basically as though it would have missed it. So off the back of it probably better. Yeah. That's fine.
Well, not quite. If I try and attack anymore, I'm going to stay in the station.
So that's the end of this turn.
Yeah.
So roll for wind direction again, see if it changes. No change. So priority, I reckon, is going to be that brig. There's no point worrying about these anymore, forget those. Then it's that brig, then dun 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 dun. Yeah, makes sense?
Yeah.
So this one here is the first fella. You've got one last chance to try and get me, I think, before I have a chance to get off.
I don't stop it.
You've only got to knock off 7, so it has to take a morale check. The trouble is with you've only got a few guns, so yours are chipping away rather than...
I think I'm only on light sail with this.
I think you are.
I've got the battle sail.
Okay.
I'll go forward 5. Turn. Forward 5.
Not going to have any shots now. Okay, so that's him finished. So the next ship is probably this one here.
Yeah, well, I shall shoot at you
This little brig. Okay. So we know it's 5, 6, back to 4 because you're firing as you go. No luck.
So I'll move.
So you can move probably... No, I think because it's more off the rear than the front, so I think I'll give you battle sail.
Okay. So we do 2. Go forward 1.
Yeah, simple rules, aren't they? They're kind of fun.
There's enough complexity to...
Yeah, and we're not playing all the rules yet either, because you can have different types of shots as well.
Oh, double shot and...
Yeah, double shot, hot shots, chain shot.
Right.
Okay, so you've already fired, so you can't fire again. So that's that. So the next ship will be over there, be the...
My one again, mate?
Yeah, I think so. It was the one that was rammed last turn, isn't it, basically?
I'm going to put that up to battle sail.
Okay.
Back where I am, I can go full sail, can't
So
I?
who was on very low health?
He is. He's only got 8.
Ah, okay. Nobody's under their brake test yet, no?
Well, I'm on 2.
Ah, so every time you activate, you need to do a morale check.
I should have done that with them then, over there.
Oh, was it that one over there?
Oh, no, sorry, that one's at 8.
Ah, okay, that's fine. The 8's fine. 8's fine. So 7 is your brake test.
I got full sail, doesn't not.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so
Yeah, you could probably do full sail. Next turn you have to go back to battle though. No, not quite the arc there, no. So next one along is that one that you rammed, isn't it? I think that's the next one. He was basically stationary because he got rammed, so he needs to go up to light sail, which is actually all he can do anyway with the wind that way.
Light sail forward, and then we're going to
If you don't turn as much, you can get a shot.
If I just turn like that.
Yeah.
Right, there we go.
The trouble is then you've got a chance of running into that, but you're a pirate.
That'll be gone by then.
That's true.
And I'll then take the ship back from here.
Okay, so that's a shoot up the rear. It looks like it might be close to 10 inches.
No, it's under 10.
Under 10, okay. So you got your 2 heavy guns. You're needing 5. They're both hits, basically. So that's 2 points, 4 points of damage. Doubled only because it's beyond point range. So that's what did I say? 4 points is 8 points. So that is enough, I think, to make him have to take a. No, 1 point. One more before he has to take a strike test. So that's everything. Oh, that's that other one there, isn't it? Basically,
I've got mine.
You got your one there, Alec, who is also stationary because
I can shoot before I do anything.
You can.
Which I'll do.
Ooh, can he get the hit he needs? There we go. 2 shots. You're needing probably 4, I would think. Missed.
So all I can do is tack because I'm going to be against the ring.
Yeah, all you can do is tack. Yeah, it's the wind change direction, that's all you can do. So the next one along, because this one's already moved, hasn't it?
Yeah.
So it's the merchantman. This could be interesting, it's probably going to ram your ship here.
Big ship, little ship.
Because I'm doing 9 inches. I could do.
You can do 3 inches.
I can avoid it. So
3 inches.
So do 3, then a little turn. Another 3. A little turn. And another 3.
It's getting off the table.
And I'm going to fire, obviously.
See?
Alec can't take an out of sequence boarding action if you come to
No,
that.
he can't on that. No, they don't permit that. My mission is to get off the table. So I'm a merchant. I am shooting at you. Of course I am. So 2 heavies, 2 lights. Good, you're a pirate scum. 1, 2, is that all it is? Even as a so it is a 5. Point blank range is 7. I'm inexperienced back down to 5, and your small target is 4s. And I'm going fast. I'm on full sails, so that's true. So it's down to 2s. 2s. I've got 3 critical hits.
You need to show that.
Hang on. 3 critical hits, but that's a lot of damage. So you're sunk. You're sunk, basically.
That isn't the one with the treasure, is it?
That one's gone.
So glug, 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 down to the bottom of Davy Lockett. What innocuous being sunk by a merchantman.
I was hoping to board you.
I know. So that's the end. Have everything moved? Oh, there's one more ship, isn't there?
That's got to move. Has it moved?
That one hasn't moved yet.
So that's it.
I don't think that one's moved, has it?
Yeah. So I'm doing.
You've got to get a shot off him.
I can do battle sail, or can I go?
You can do battle sail at the moment, yeah.
The wind's coming that way.
It's coming that way. It's coming sort of off his rear-ish. It's almost full sail possible there.
So we'll go there.
Is that the aft? I think you'll find.
I thought Jacksie was more like. I don't know the terminology.
No, I'm going to go to place. And I'm going to. First thing I do is shoot at you.
Oh my goodness, okay.
Go on there.
He's going all in. There you go, 2 dice, roll your bones, see what happens. That's 2 points of damage, which is doubled to 4, which is enough for me to take a morale check.
Good. This is what we're hoping for.
So I need a 6.
Oh.
No! Surrenders.
Didn't get off.
Didn't get off.
So we captured 1 each.
So basically, you got 2 lots of treasure, you got 1 lot of treasure. But it's definitely a pirate
And you
win.
left the boat.
It is a boat. It's definitely this dastardly pirate that wins. Well done.
Thank you.
Thank you.